Onlive is games on demand. What we do is make available the top high-end titles, the same window as they are released in retail, so the same time they're in the store shelves, you have access to them. And you can play all these high-end titles on any entry-level PC or Mac, just through a plug-in that's just 1 megabyte in size in your browser, or using this Onlive micro console. You can hook it up to your TV and have the exact same games available on your TV. Games on the TV and the PC and the Mac will be about 1280 by 720 at 60 frames a second, sometimes called 720p 60. The resolution is really limited by the speed of your broadband connection. So if you have what's called a 5 megabit connection, which probably is actually delivering about 4 megabits a second, then no problem running HDTV. If you're, have a slower connection, we'll gradually lower the resolution all the way down to, if it's a 1.5 megabit connection, which you're probably getting 1.2 megabits out of, then you'll be down to standard definition TV resolution, which would be like a Wii resolution. You can run any game that is made available on the platform by the publisher. So it's certainly very easy to take a PC title for a publisher, and within a couple weeks of work, it can make it run on Onlive. It's also not difficult to port over an Xbox 360 game, maybe just a little more difficult to port over a PS3 game. And then when it's on the service, it runs on the same games will run on a PC, Mac, or television seamlessly. So you don't really have to think about what console am I on, or what platform am I on, or do I have a GPU or don't have a GPU. They all run just as well as they would on a totally tricked out gamer PC, because that's what's really running in the service on all of these platforms. Well, I think there's a couple of first-party games which are pretty good that people are really drawn to. Other ones are, plus or minus. I think we've got our hands full right now with the third-party games from the 9 publishers that are supporting the Onlive platform. And so that's what we'll be focusing on initially. And, who knows what the future will bring. Onlive is a community like there's never been before. First of all, we have massive spectating. Okay, so anybody who wants to be spectated can allow anybody else to spectate them. I mean, literally, if you're really, really hot at something, 1 million people can watch your game, okay? And you'll tell you how many people are watching you. And you can go and just check out any game you want and see a really great player and see what their moves are in order to get through a level. It's just really, really great. I mean, one of the things that's frustrating about spectating today, there's only a few games that really support it, and you have to be running the game in order to spectate. Well, suppose you're not sure if you even want the game. I mean, the first thing you'd like to do is see someone play it. So we're enabling that now. And then some other community features are, of course, you can have a video of yourself and an avatar. And when you play a game, if you did something really awesome or something really crazy, you just hit the brag clip button, and it saves the last 10 or 15 seconds of your gameplay onto your profile. And anybody in the Onlive service can go and see your awesome moment or your horrible moment. Definitely, you'll have the ability to set up friends lists. You can limit the people that are spectating you to just your friends. When we have, voice over IP, maybe you only want to talk to your friends or just let them listen to you, or maybe you want to let the whole world listen to your commentary as you're making your way through a game. So we have an awful lot of different flexibility. But one thing that is really key and really is differentiating is that whenever we have these community features, you're always looking at the video of what the person's actually doing live. So when you go check in on your friend, you can see what they're doing. And you and your friend who are talking to each other can go watch some other player and comment what you want back and forth. And that conversation carries between games, between levels, and so forth. Until, of course, you get into a game where maybe you're on a team, and then the system is smart enough to go and separate the voice so that you can't overhear what the team is saying. It's very, very sophisticated in terms of the way it allows people to communicate both from a video and an audio point of view. Pretty much any entry-level PC today with XP or Vista will run fine. With Macintoshes, it would be an Intel-based Mac. Pretty much any of those will work. And that's it. You don't need a GPU. And you just need, a broadband connection. 1.5 megabit connection for standard definition TV and 5 megabits per second or better for HD TV. You're quite correct. If we had a significant amount of lag, it would be unusable. So we had to develop a new technology that would allow the game to run a lot of the games run in the server center, and then really to send tiny pieces of the game down through your DSL and cable modem connection very, very rapidly with no lag. So essentially what happens when you hit a button on your controller or on your keyboard, it goes up through the internet to our server center, the game will figure out the next frame, and then it zips back down, and your computer screen or your TV screen updates so fast that perceptually it's as if the game is running right there. It's really, really cool. It's a brand new technology. It took 7 years of development to get it to where it is.